Having covered product management, price strategy, and supply chain management, we're going to move now to the integrated marketing communications aspect of creating value for the marketplace. Keep in mind what we've been talking about is the fact that an organization or a business puts together a marketing mix, your product, price, place, or we refer to it as supply chain management, and promotion, we refer to it as integrated marketing communication. So you put together a marketing mix that the customer will perceive as valuable in exchange for the price that you set for your product. And what your job is to do as a marketer is to do that to facilitate that exchange. Now, let's say that you have a great product at a great price and people know about it, but you haven't handled the logistics very well and you have a stock out. In that case, you can only sell as much of a product as you have available to sell, and you're limited by the weakest element of the marketing mix, at this point, supply chain management. Let's take another example. Let's say you have a great product available at a fair price for the perceived value. It's available when and where people want it, but guess what? They don't know about it because you've not had any integrated marketing communication. In that case, you're only as strong in the marketplace as the weakest element of the marketing mix. You can only sell as much of the product as people are aware of the product that you have available for sale. So we're going to focus now a little bit on this last aspect of market value creation called promotion or integrated marketing communication. What do we mean by integrated marketing communications? Well, basically what we're going to do is to select and use different marketing communications tools, whether that be advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, social media, to create one consistent message across multiple channels. So whether you're using television or print or electronic or face-to-face, whatever channel it is that you're using, you want your message to be consistent so people have a strong position recognition with your product. You don't want to confuse them about what your key points of differentiation are. So this will help to ensure maximum impact on your current customers and also potential customers based on what you're hoping to achieve through your communication objectives. I mean, are you wanting people to change their attitude about your brand? Are you wanting people to, just simply recognize the name of your brand? What is your communication objective? So very simply put, what we want to make sure is that all communication from the marketing organization presents a consistent, valuable message to the target market. And we call that IMC or integrated marketing communication. Let's back up a little bit and recognize that communication is communication, whether it be marketing communication or in any particular mode. So basically what happens in communication is you have a sender who has the ideas, and in this case the sender would be the marketer or the marketing department within the organization. Through market sensing, they understand the consumer behavior, how people go about buying and using their products. They understand the marketing environment. They've also interpreted the market, and so they know how we should be positioning or differentiating our product in the marketplace. They know the characteristics of the customer that we're trying to reach, that customer being on the other end as the receiver of the communication message. Okay, so back to the sender, we have all this background information, which then we generally communicate to someone within the marketing organization that will encode a message. Okay, so maybe the message is instead of telling all about your hamburgers and what goes on them, maybe you want to focus on the amount of meat in the hamburgers that you're selling. So your whole campaign might be based upon where's the beef, or something like that. So basically what happens is generally the promotion or creative people of an advertising message will take all of what you know about your business in the marketplace and encode that into a message that they will then send or transmit via various mediums, whether that be print or electronic advertising mediums. It might be through public relations or personal selling. In any event, they translate that to the recipient, who then translates their meaning, what that means to them. And hopefully in this communication process, there's some feedback. One form of feedback would be if the receiver goes and purchases the sender's product. But feedback is generally a little bit slower than that. We'll find that feedback in personal selling, when you're sitting there one-on-one with someone, is much more rapid than feedback in advertising. So that's something to consider as well. Something that's not noted on this communication model is that the receiver has a certain set of experiences they've gone through in their life, and the marketer has a certain set of experiences that they encode with their product. Hopefully in the middle there's some overlap between the experiences of that product and the experiences of the receiver. And that's where marketing communication is the most beneficial. Also, sometimes there's noise that interferes with this process, zipping and zapping and DVRing of television commercials, fog or poor weather conditions or traffic interferes with outdoor campaigns that are trying to communicate to potential customers. But all in all, the communication process that applies to other forms of communication applies to marketing communication as well.